Extra points.
Drew Ari Gold is back with us. DeVante Parker re-injures his foot, my friend. He needed surgery, hoping he's back for the start of the season. Who gets hurt more in this instance, the player or the team?
Well, I think both. The Dolphins were counting on DeVante Parker to be their #1 receiver.
I know.
And he was looking that way. This is kind of scary because this is a re-injury. He had an injury to his foot in college, had surgery, they're replacing a screw. Feet are nothing to mess with.
The foots.
I was going to say a foot, feet, but it's a concern. He's a wide receiver. He plants, he cuts. I'm worried about it. I think the Dolphins should be too.
Hope he's ready the end of July. Speaking about feet, kicker Caleb Sturgis, he hurt his thigh playing kickball with the team coming off a off season, really. Will the Finns boot Sturgis in this instance?
Well, you know, who else do they have? I mean, they have an undrafted free agent right now.
From
who's
RPI.
Yeah, who's not really a realistic candidate. Certainly, they're going to have to add a veteran here. Sturgis has had a hard time staying healthy for a kicker. He's had durability issues.
Yeah.
And this isn't his first injury. If this carries into training camp, the Dolphins have to bring in a veteran. Who knows? Maybe they'll go back to a Jay Feely. I guess Shane Graham's out there, a former Bengals and Saints kicker, but there'll be somebody out there, and I don't think the Dolphins are panicking.
2 weeks of OTAs are done. They have one more this week, then they have a mini camp. What should we be watching these last 2 weeks before training camp opens the end of July?
Well, there's position battles. One of them is at linebacker, where you've got Chris McCain, an undrafted rookie last year, competing with the free agent pickup they had a year or two ago, Kelvin Shepard. Spencer Pasinger's in the mix, a free agent from the Giants. Offensive guard.
Good, man.
Thank you. Offensive guard. The Dolphins drafted Jameel Douglas in the 4th round to compete with their two mainstays, Billy Turner, the rookie from last year, and Dallas Thomas from the previous year. And then lastly, cornerback. Jamar Taylor's the front runner, but he's going to face competition perhaps from Will Davis, who's coming back from an injury, Bryce McCain, who's a free agent signing from the Steelers.
I knew this guy was a smart guy, but I was a little surprised. Your former client and former Canes linebacker, Dan Morgan, is now the director of pro personnel for the Seattle Seahawks, best team in the NFC. What makes Morgan the right man for that job?
Yeah, represented Dan during his career as a player, just a great client, knew he had awesome potential after football. Dan is a keen observer of talent. He's got a real eye for talent. He works at it. Let me tell you, when you get pegged by the Seahawks, you're good because their general manager, John Schneider's been an NFL Executive of the Year.
Yeah.
They've been in the last 2 Super Bowls. Schneider knows his stuff. Dan's got a great future. I'm really excited for him, and I think this is just the beginning for him. He'll be an NFL general manager one day, perhaps.
Denver linebacker Von Miller passes gas so much, his teammates have imposed a gas tax. Have you ever heard anything like that?
Well, Steve, I've had this issue with you on this set.
That's not true, my friend.
Maybe we should tax you. Take it easy over there.
Not true.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
It's not true.
It's fairly common. Good to zing you once in a while. It is common in NFL circles for there to be gas issues in the meeting rooms when they're watching film. Usually it's the big linemen, offensive linemen, defensive linemen, not the linebackers. I'm not going to throw any guys under the bus, but the Dolphins have had their famous farters too.
Nice. He's our bed of roses. He's Drew Rosenhaus. He's our Ari Gold. Thank you, my friend.
Right.